Success is ahead, highlighting parent involvement in education. Welcome, Trewyn parents. Setting up for success, engaging parents in the education process. School family partnerships have never been more important than they are now. Research demonstrates that parents' family involvement significantly contributes to the improved student outcome. Everyone, students, parents, teachers, administrators, and the community benefits from parent involvement. Here are some benefits: more positive attitudes towards school, higher achievement, better attendance, and more homework completed consistently, higher graduation rates, and enrollment rates in post secondary education. Here are some benefits for parents: having greater confidence about ways to help children learn, knowledge of how to be more supportive of your children, greater knowledge of education programs and how school works, and greater empowerment. Here are some roles families play when they are engaged: supporters of their children's learning, encouragers of an achievement identity, a positive self image, and a can do spirit, monitors of their children's time, behavior, boundaries, and resources, models of a lifelong learners and enthusiasm for education. Here are more roles family plays when they are engaged: advocates for improved learning opportunities for their children at their school, decision makers, choosers of education options for their child, the school, and the community, collaborators with school, staff members, and the next few slides are showing a few first steps for parents to take when they're being actively involved in their child's education. Schedules and routines for success. The next slide will show why schedule routines are important and how it implements. This is why schedules and routines are important. Schedule routines provide students with a structure that decreases anxiety by allowing them to understand what is expected of them. What the day will be filled with and mirrors how there was supported while they were attending a traditional classroom. With this new structure for learning, the more we can provide routines, we are giving our students a greater chance for learning and feeling positive about their learning. Students should continue with morning and bedtime routines, including getting up and going to bed at a regular school day time. Encourage them to complete the same daily personal hygiene routines: showering, brushing their teeth, getting dressed, etc., as if they were going to school. With your child's input, create a schedule for the day. Include time for breakfast, time for lunch, time for snack, outside time to get fresh air, exercise, acts of kindness, and even includes household chores. As you can see, schedule examples for Trewyn teachers. Every teacher have their own schedule. As you can look below and you can see the district learning schedule, the suggested student daily schedule, kindergarten schedule. This is the schedule we have for Trewyn, primary school schedule. Just like the primary school schedule, middle school also have a schedule. And each middle school teacher at Trewyn have their own schedule. And below you can see what their schedule is. Next, we will talk about learning spaces, how to define and use the learning space. What is a learning space? A learning space is any space you and your child agree will support their ability to focus and engage with their teacher in assigned tasks. How do you define a learning space? This will look different for every child. Here are a few things below to consider when working with your child to define their learning space. Is it close to a power outlet for ensuring your child's device stays charged? Is there a chair, stool, cushion for your student to sit on? Is there a flat surface for your student, the computer, to sit on? Is there a flat space for your student to write on? Does the space have good lighting? Does the space have limited visuals so your kids can see and they're not distracted? Are school supplies within reach so they can have? Does your student have headphones to reduce internal noise? Is the space organized? These are very important things when defining a learning space. If you are wondering how to create a learning space when you are tight on space and money, don't worry. To the right, here are some simple ways you can encourage and create specific space for your home learning. Have a space just for learning. Declutter the space. Create a comfortable space. Make sure the space has visual appeal, but not much visual. Organize a well-lit area. Have the needed supplies and make it personal. By doing these things, you are creating a consistent space for learning. You promote lifelong learning as a priority in your family. Now I would like to talk about expectations for success. How to be a successful online learner. Here are some expectations for the school and teachers when doing online learning. Be on time. Be camera ready. Stay on mute until you are the speaker. Raise your hand. Be kind and respectful to your classmates. Stay focused. Work hard and complete assignments and turn them when they do. Set some expectations for yourself as well. When can your child expect to spend time with you? Here are some questions are asked. And here are some learning expectations for students and parents. Students need to attend all live events scheduled during their assigned class time. Complete all assignments posted for each class. Abide by all school policies, including acceptable use policy for technology. And students also need to communicate with their teachers any needs related to learning. Parents, we should encourage our child to complete all their assignments. Notify the school when their child is not able to attend, whether they're sick, hospitalized, out of town, etc. Communicate concerns with the teachers, support staff, and administrators. And also promote your child's participation and engagement in his or her learning every day. Parents, using Skyward Family Access is a great way that you can stay and play a big role in your child's learning process. The next few slides, we're going to give you examples how to log on and keep track of your students' grades and what they're doing on a day-to-day basis. To enter Family Access, click on the Students and Parents link, which is located in the red script at the top of the Peoria Public School website, which is www.psd150.org. And then next we will show you how to get to the Family Access. This will take you into the Skyward sign in the screen. Here's where you click on Family Access, and it is under the letter F to get you to the login screen. This is the Skyward screen where you log into using the username and using your password, and then click sign in. If you do not have your Family Access username or password already, please reach out to Trewyn School at 672-6500. One of Trewyn's secretaries will be happy to assist you in obtaining the information you will need to begin using the wonderful tool Skyward Family Access. This is the main page. This page has information organized on tabs along the left-hand side. In the middle of the screen, you will have access to view current, new feed items, as well as messages regarding parent university, school functions, sports schedules, updates, and newsletters. Towards the right-hand slide, upcoming events will be listed. Districts linked are listed toward the upper right-hand corner of the screen, as you can see. Under the Family Access logo and icon on the upper left side of the page, you will notice a list of options. Click the individual option to navigate through your students' information. If you have more than one student attending District 150, the drop-down menu at the top of the page will enable you to switch between them. At the bottom of the calendar page, you will be able to choose the options you would like to appear on the calendar. The attendant options allows you to view tardies and absences, both excused and unexcused. The right-hand side has charts that can be viewed by the period or by day. The gradebook option allows you to view your students' grades and they are entered by their teachers. You are also able to navigate between progress report and report card periods. Here are some frequently asked questions. Well, what if I'm experiencing difficulty with my login or password? When you experience difficulty with that, please contact the Trewyn office at 672-6500, and one of the secretaries will be able to help you so you can receive that information. Well, how often are the gradebooks updated in Skyward? Gradebooks are updated at different intervals by different teachers. All teachers have committed to updating their gradebooks mid-quarter and end of the quarter. Well, what do assignments on the missing list mean? In Skyward, if this assignment is past due or marked missing, it appears on your child's missing assignment list. When looking at those assignments, pay careful attention to any special scores or comments as they may explain the situation further. Managing motivation, defining and encouraging motivation. Motivation is the desire to learn, try, work, and persevere. The force that keeps kids going even when they face a difficult task. A motivated child who feels rewarded by praise and a positive outcome is more likely to keep going again and again, even when something feels tough. As a parent, it is important to discover ways to help your child if they sometimes feel defeated, and learn about how to give praise that can build self-esteem. Motivation is the desire to learn, try, work, and persevere. The force that keeps kids going even when they face a difficult task. A motivated child who feels rewarded by praise and by a positive outcome is more likely to keep going again and again, even when something feels tough. As a parent, it is important to discover ways to help your child if they sometimes feel defeated, and learn about how to give praise that can build self-esteem. As a parent, here's some things that you can do. Share your enthusiasm for learning. Provide immediate positive feedback. Recognize success. And remember, motivation has a major impact on your child's effort, academic success, and joy of learning. Making room for your well-being. Enabling positive feelings. Self-kindness. Be a good friend to yourself. If your child gets caught up saying negative things about him, herself, encourage self-kindness by asking your child what would they say to a friend in the same situation. The same goes for you. We often bet ourselves up as parents, but what would a good friend say to you? What would you say to a friend? Try creating a gratitude list together to give you a fresh perspective and focus. Use movement and humor. Sometimes we need to move our bodies. Physical activity can lift our spirits and get our minds refreshed for learning. Try a 5-minute dance, party, or a lunch walk to help everyone reset and bring the new energy to the day. Finding the funny right now is helpful on every front, including learning and well-being. Be silly, make wacky connections, coming up with crazy answers so your child corrects you. Whatever works. Get help when you need it. You won't always know how to help your child. Think about who could help fill in the gaps. Look to family, friends, teachers, and others for help. Sometimes having another adult take over removes the tricky parent/kid homework battle dynamic and lets you go back to just being a parent. Communicate with the school about things the way they are going, leading with positives first. Everyone's doing their best, and it is important for teachers to know what's working and not working for your child so they can get the help they need. Supports. Who can you reach out to? Here are the supports for families. Call Trewyn School to be connected to one of many staff that are here to support. Whether it's a classroom teacher, special educational teacher, school counselor, principal and assistant principal, and the list go on. And here is a nice poem. Whose child is this? I'm just going to read the first part, and then you guys can read the rest on your own. Whose child is this? I asked one day, seeing a little one out at play. Mine, said the parent with a tender smile. Mine to keep a little while, to bathe his hands and comb his hair, to tell him what he is to wear, to prepare him that he may always be good, and each day do the things he should. I want to thank you, Trewyn family, for spending time with us. Have a good day.